it. We're gonna do it live. There we go. Greetings, humans. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods, people. That's where bears actually live. It's true. It is true. Yes, Bear is here on time. On time at 8 o'clock. Thank you, Grant. Thank you so much. Let's see, he's nice. He's going to be late just enough time for me to go grab his coffee. Ha ha! Bear tricked you. He zigged when he was supposed to zag. Ah ha ha! That's how Bear does it here. That's neat. Great to see P-Money. He is here on time and feeling fine. Much like Bear. Much like Bear. Let's see, okay, notification. I shouldn't miss it tonight. Oh, I let Bear know if the notification went out. That would be helpful. Sometimes they don't go out until like 10 or 15 minutes after the show started. It's kind of weird. Bear will be watching like John Malin's channel, and all of a sudden he'll pop up. Hey, John Malin's live. It's like, yeah, no kidding. No way. Anyway, so there we go. Let's see. Grant says, mine are on, and I end up missing it anyways. That's because you go grab coffee. I have a plan ahead and open it early while it's on my mind. Or I lose track of what time it is. You know what Bear needs to start doing? He only does it on occasion, but the, what are they called? The posts? The text posts, I guess, for YouTube out there. Maybe try to do that. Hey, we're live tonight, 8 o'clock. See you there, or something like that. I don't know. Bear tries not to do too much of the, it's at 8 o'clock on Wednesday and Saturday nights, so it doesn't do too much promotion. Bear should probably keep that up to date and promoting, I guess. I don't know. P-Mike says, yeah, my notifications didn't go up. I just remembered when you start. Well, there we go. Wednesdays, 8 o'clock. Well, except for last week when Bear was looking for his dang cat out there. But that's a whole other story, people. Whole other story. Well, actually, since I was going to do some campaign updates here, but since P-Money is here on time, Bear knows his audience. Bear knows his audience very well, including from our good friends over here at the screen with the, oh, for crying out loud. Why is it not doing it? Professional show, one of these days, yada, yada, yada. 1 second, people. Oh, for crying out loud. You gotta say something, you're like, alright, I'm on point here, ready to go, rah, 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 and then, it all goes to crap, and you're like, for crying out loud, you're left holding the bag out there, for crying out loud. Woohoo, it means it wasn't my fault. I missed you last week. No, the cat is still missing out there. If Bear hadn't started talking yet, I would have told you it was on an hour ago. Aw. Anywho, for the Canadians out there, burning up the forest, apparently. We're getting smoke all the way down here in Florida. Like, what the hell? Keep all that smoke at the border. They didn't let that thing get past there. Letting anything through that border. Bear actually saw, like, a little news blurb about it. There's, like, talking to some doctor, and he's like, yeah, go out and wear your N95 masks. They'll definitely help out with the particulates out there, to keep all the particulates out. But, the surgical masks and all the other, masks that you buy at Walmart or whatever, they really won't help out with the particulate matter and smoke. And it's like, yeah, no kidding. And viruses are like 100 times smaller than that, you geniuses. Bunch of idiots. Anyway, speaking of morons and idiots, the great Mensa folks at Screen Rant. Nick was his name. Nick by what? Bythrow? How do you pronounce that? Bythrow. What a terrible last name. I would change that, Nick. Change it to something better. Law and Order Universe. To expand. Hear me now, P-Money. With a Toronto spinoff. The Law and Order universe will expand with a new Canadian spinoff, Law and Order Toronto Criminal Intent. It's set to premiere in the spring of 2024. The Law and Order, there is a universe. I guess so. is set to expand with Toronto-based spin-off touting a familiar name created by what? I tell you what was his name? What was the guy's name? Nick Bythrow or whatever. This is the name. If you want to have a name, you make it Dick Wolf. There you go. The Law and Order universe has been ongoing since the series first premiered way back in 1990. Holy cow. That was like a millennia ago. Since then, there have been many spin-offs, including the still airing Law and Order. I love how everybody says SUV. Law and Order Special Victims Unit and Law and Order Organized Crime. Yeah, I guess so. Now, Variety reports that a Toronto-based spin-off will be joining the current slate of Law and Order shows being produced. The series titled Law and Order Toronto Criminal Intent follows a group of elite detectives investigating major criminal activities in Toronto. Is that really what the Canadians want? You know, oh, look at all the crime. I mean, it's just as bad as in New York or Chicago or something. Toronto, what a hellhole that Toronto is. Probably breaking up fights with hockey fans or something. The show pulls its title from Law & Order Criminal Intent, a U.S.-based spin-off starring Vincent D'Onofrio. Really? What's his name from Full Metal Jacket? Blew his head off. Poof. Which ran from 2001 to 2011. Law & Order Toronto Criminal Intent will run for 10 episodes, just 10. They only have 10 crimes there in Toronto. That's it. No more. They made my poutine too, with not enough cheese or something in there. I don't know. What the hell comes on poutine? I don't know. Beer would probably be arrested in Toronto. Probably be arrested out there. Grant even asks, Law and Order has a universe? Apparently, let me find it here. Let me see. They've got the, look at there. They got all these people. I don't know if this is all the same show or different shows or whatever the hell. You watch the original Law and Order and you look at what was the DAs there, and it's like, if you look at this a different way, the DA in New York could actually be the bad guy in the show, so you never know. Peabody says, next Canada, Law and Order, Mike the hockey player steals the maple syrups from the lumberjack who died from Canadian bacon poison. I tell you, P-Money, there might be an 11th show or 11th episode there if P-Money gets his way. Let's see, it is like a 60 or 80 micron difference between the mask, weave, and the viruses. Well, thank you, Greg. Thank you so much. Preferably with a Mountie of Wolf following him. Ooh, that would be pretty interesting. The Law and Order universe currently boasts 3 airing series, the 2 previously mentioned, and the revival of the original Law and Order. Pardon me. All 3 Law and Order shows were renewed by NBC in April, securing the franchise's future for the 2023-2024 broadcast season. Maybe not. We've got the writer's strike. We've got some coming news here as well. Some other strikes, maybe. The renewal confirmed the future production of Law & Order Season 23. Holy cow. And SUV Season 25. Holy cow. And Organized Crime Season 4. Man, oh man. Let's see, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. The franchise also had crossovers with the One Chicago universe. There's multiple universes? Oh my god. Which is being produced by Wolf Entertainment, the same production company behind Law and Order. This makes Law and Order one of the largest TV franchises currently airing. Currently airing and headed to Canada, people. There you go. So that's some interesting news there. Interesting news. All the death and destruction there over in Canada. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. There is that. Where is that? There we go. There is that. So there you go. There you go. Blah, 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 blah. There's no telling what's next for the ever-expanding law enforcement franchise. How about Law and Order El Paso? I'd love to see a Law and Order El Paso with a bunch of crime, cartel members, human trafficking, drug trafficking. You know, that might be, they would never do that. They just need to go to a nice place like Toronto. They probably just chose that because the tax credits, and that's a nice place to film. Except for during the winter. Except for during the winter. America's writer strike, rather, says P Money, won't affect Canadian TV programming. Canadian TV programming does that all by itself. Well, in addition to the writers' strike out there, what's called the SAG-AFTRA, basically the actors out there, members approve strike authorization ahead of negotiations with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. Basically, the actors are about to go on strike against all of the studios out there. Bounty Comics and the great John F. Trent, who has an excellent name, unlike that other fella. I already forgot it. The SAG-AFTRA union announced that members approved a strike authorization as the union goes into negotiations with the AMPTP. That would be the motion picture folks out there. Wow, look at there. Right towards the sky. The union, which says it represents approximately 160,000 actors, announcers, broadcast journalists, dancers, DJs, news writers, they're actors? I'm going to go with news writers and editors or actors. Program host, puppeteers? Oh, come on, man. They don't have their own union. Recording artists, singers, stunt performers, voiceover artists, and other media professionals announced that 97.91% of members voted in favor of a strike authorization ahead of negotiations. Contracts with the nearly 65,000 members casting ballots for a voting percentage of 47.69 of eligible voters. Huh, that's interesting. So, that doesn't, I'm not sure if that makes sense. Anyways, SAG-AFTRA went on to detail whether the strike authorization means noting that it empowers the union's national board to initiate a strike if the AMPTP, whatever, won't reach a fair deal with the union. And that expires at midnight, June 30th, people. June 30th. And they're set to begin their negotiations. That would be today, people. Today. People ask, is that Fran Drescher, did they make her the spokesperson? Is that the best choice? The union's president, Fran Drescher, commented on the strike authorization. The strike authorizes, the strike authorization voted has been tabulated, and the voters joined the elected leadership and negotiating committee in favor of strength and solidarity. I'm proud of all of you who voted, as well as those who were vocally supportive. Even if you were unable to vote, everyone played a part in this achievement, said President Fran Drescher. That is a multiverse universe with you don't want to have a President Fran Drescher with her finger on the button. She added, I'm not gonna do her voice anymore. Together we lock How do you lock elbows? In unity as we build a new contract that honors our contributions, in this remarkable industry, reflects new digital and streaming business model, and brings all of our concerns for protections and benefits into the now. Bravo, SAG-AFTRA. We're in it to win it. Yay! Actually, she doesn't look too bad. Not too bad. Gilbert Gottfried is no longer with us, so possibly. Says Grant. There we go. Oh, a sci-fi series, Law and Order in Space, says P-Money. That would be interesting. The Space Force. You better have the elbow key before you even consider it. I guess so. If you're going to lock your elbows. Apparently, this human thumb is the National Executive Director and Chief Negotiator. Let's see, Deadline reports that both Drescher and Crabtree, Ireland, what a name, explain their goals in the upcoming negotiation in a booklet given to members alongside the strike authorization. They said, our goal in this negotiation is to ensure our members working in film, television, and streaming new media can continue to earn a professional living with a contract that honors our contributions. We need a contract that will increase contributions to our benefit plans, of course, and protect members from erosion of income due to inflation. Hey, geniuses, if you didn't vote like 99% for old Brandon out there, you wouldn't have to worry about that. Instead, go suck on a lemon. The reduced residuals. Oh, that brings a tear to Bear's eye. And unregulated use of generative AI. And demanding self-taped auditions. That's going to be the worst. Wait for the self-taped couch interviews as well. That's going to be rough. Anyways, it kind of goes on. I thought it was kind of funny. They had the let's see, Ellen Stuntsman, who is the WGA, that would be the writers out there, Assistant Executive Director and Chief Negotiator, along with the actor thumb guy over there, Crabtree, Ireland. They're standing there together there. Kind of interesting there. So, yeah, anyways, it's kind of interesting. Let's see if the writers continue their strike until the end of the month here, and then they might be maybe joined here by the actors as well. So that'd be kind of interesting. Let's see. He says, appeared on the picket line and said, we are here at day one of the negotiations, thanks to the invitation of Ellen and Meredith. Is this Ellen? There's Ellen right there. And we've been standing beside the Writers Guild the whole way. Literally, like right there. They should lock elbows, though. They should lock elbows. Anyways, there is that. I didn't want to go through the whole article, but yeah, President Fran Drescher out there. President Fran Drescher. Who has the most commanding voice to lead us into the future as our union president? I've got it. That'd be Fran Drescher. Actually, Fran Drescher, if I recall correctly, she's a little bit more on the not crazy insane side. I wouldn't say she's a Trump voter or anything like that, but hasn't completely went off of the deep end into crazy land out there. So there's that. So we'll see. They've got what, a little less than a month here to kind of figure it out, and then we'll see if they go on strike. Kind of one of the theories in the previous, God, who was, I think it was Doomcock that was talking about that. It was one of the theories that the producers and studios out there, they actually wanted the writer's strike. They wanted to go on strike with the writers so that way they can get rid of a lot of the sort of dead wood, the sort of woke folk out there that were costing them a whole lot of money. Hey, let's get rid of the blue-haired weirdo, but it was just having to do with contract negotiation. It had nothing to do with your blue-haired weirdo that's costing us a whole bunch of money with your insane ideas out there. So maybe a little bit of there with the actors as well. So we'll see. We will keep an eye out there for that. But there you go. There is Fran Drescher out there. Fran Drescher. Bounding into comics. Did I say this before? John F. Trent. One of the greats. One of the greats out there. Grab a drink. Very good. Anyways, moving briskly along, people. Moving briskly along because we actually have a world record. We've got a world record out there. A dog claims the world record for longest tongue. We thought she would grow into it, says the pull quote there. Let's see, by Emily, how do you pronounce that? Lefore. Whatever. That would be from the New York Post. The pooch named Zoe had a record-breaking tongue. The world record took a real licking. The Labrador German Shepherd mix named Zoe has lapped up the prize for the longest tongue on a living dog. Actually, let's check it out. There we go. There it is. There is a big dog tongue there. The Louisiana Pooch, Bear will get it eventually, has a whopping 5-inch long tongue. That would be longer than a soda can, people. The 3-year-old pup always had a long tongue, according to her owners. Sadie and Drew Williams, who originally thought she would grow into it. However, as Zoe matured, her tongue remained abnormally large, with people even commenting on how long it was. We got Zoe when she was only 6 weeks old, and in the first ever picture we have of her, she has her tongue sticking out. It would be a slobbering all over the place, Drew added. The couple didn't officially know how long Zoe's tongue was until they took her to the vet last year, where they discovered she had a record breaker in her mouth. Sometimes Bear thinks about that as well. He's trying to get rid of pardon me, people. Bear sometimes gets the little, at the end of... his tongue is too big for his mouth here. Just happens sometimes. So Bear's trying to get around that, but he apologizes. Kind of a bad habit, I suppose. The couple didn't officially, I already read that. Her lengthy mouth organ, is tongue an organ? Surpassed the past record of 3.74 inches, held by an English settler named Brisby from Tucson, Arizona. Bear needs to figure out how long his tongue is. He could actually have the longest tongue as a bear. Don't know if that would be a world record that he would want to promote out there, but there you go. Well, maybe there's some of the ladies out there. According to her owners, Zoe loves the outdoors with her favorite activities, including fetching, chasing squirrels, riding in the car, and swimming. And she's been a good girl. She will pretty much go fetch anything you throw and swim in any body of water that's available. Although her tongue may be a prize winner, it gives some unsuspecting people a shock if they want to give her a pat. Every now and then, when we're taking her out on a walk, people will come up to her and want to pet her, Drew explained. We warn them ahead of time, hey, she's friendly, but she might slobber on you. And every now and then, she will. They'll have a big slobber mark on the back of their pants. and then they'll show them the dog. Bump. Hey now. So anyways, there we go. There is a good girl. There's a good girl right there with the longest tongue in the world, people. In the world. At least for now. Grant didn't even know they were including dogs in the competition. I guess he'll retire the old tongue stretcher. Poor Grant. Who had their hand in the dog's mouth to measure? Yeah, there you go. Some poor Guinness World Record fella, or the lady, or possibly transgendered. We don't know. What the heck? If that dog ever tries to lick my face, there will be trouble. Yes, indeed. There we go. Anyways, people, from one animal to another. Actually, one of the best animals out there. From Tom's Hardware and Ash Hill, finally a name I can pronounce. A Pentium III computer. A Rock's teddy bear case. There you go. It's even, wow. Even look at the old gateway screen there. Holy cow. A retro screen there. There is your beer with a DVD player. Pretty cool. And a 3 point, hold on. It's got a 3.5 inch drive and a zip drive. Holy cow, that is high tech. It's true that computing wasn't much different over 20 years ago. It is? I don't know. I mean, you don't have one of those little Apple glass things that you get to wear and look like a freaking idiot. But one family has a special PC that's still turning heads today. Clint Basinger of LGR, that'd be Lazy Game Reviews on YouTube, has discovered what he dubs the Bear-a-Byte PC. Oh, for crying out loud. A Pentium III powered computer, sporting a big fluffy teddy bear for a case. His fans found the PC on sale for Craigslist, and before long it was on his doorstep, awaiting restoration. There's a lot to be said about this fascinating piece of history, and it all starts with a man named Peter Isaacson. This is the only Bear PC of its kind, and Isaacson made it for his wife in the late 90s, early 2000s, who loved teddy bears. The computer is housed in inside a baby AT case and fits snugly inside a big teddy bear found at IKEA. What can't you find at IKEA? When Basinger got a hold of the build, the first thing he needed to do was obvious. Remove 20 years of grime from inside and outside the Bear PC. The case slid gently out of the Bear's stomach. Holy cow! Oh man, poor guy. And proved easy to disassemble. The motherboard was easy to access, and much of the original hardware remained. The only major complaint missing was a major missing component was a hard drive, rather. But replacing that wouldn't be too difficult for Basinger. He also gave the Bear a good dusting and fluffing with compressed air. What? No combing? Oh, for crying out loud. As we've already mentioned, the Bear runs on a super high-tech Pentium III processor, supported by 320 megabytes of RAM. A PCI expansion slot and selection ports on the back were available. It has not one, but two USB ports, a PS2 mount port, a PS2 IR port, audio output, VGA for video output, an Ethernet port, and serial and parallel ports. So there you go. There is the high-tech Bear computer hybrid. It is a Bear computer hybrid, says P-Money. That is humanly going to be conquered. Oh, that is humanity going to be conquered. Yes, indeed. Combined AI with bears. Bear, watch out. Better watch out. Bear could do his, go get the Apple, what do they call that? The Apple Vision, the Apple goggles. Looks like they took a pair of ski goggles or like a scuba mask or something like that. And it's like, okay, let's make this the most ridiculous thing to put on your head and walk around with. And like, oh, okay. Yeah, congratulations, $1 trillion company. What the hell were you thinking, people? I don't know. Anyhow, there you go. Bear computer, a gateway monitor. Man, oh man, you are living the high life of the early 2000s. P-Mike says, I appreciate your computer knowledge, Bear, but please don't become a YouTube cyborg bear. That might be a third channel right there. Cyborg Bear. With the Apple glasses. Oh, I can get one of those power gloves, was it Nintendo? Was it a Nintendo or Super Nintendo? I forget which. I think it was the Nintendo, right? The original one. Anyways, you had the power glove that you could put on. You can have the Apple stupid glasses that you put on. Man, that's like half of a cyborg bear right there. There you go. There you go. All right, well, Bear, going from one tech story to another, Bear knows his audience. It has been quite a while, people. Bear he is always being admonished out there. Bear, come on, man. Bitcoin Volcano, does your hyperbole know no bounds, Bear? Well, no, it doesn't, because it's actually true. From Bitcoin Magazine and Bitcoin Casey. Oh, for crying out loud, these morons. Anyways, El Salvador unleashes volcano energy with 241 megawatt planned Bitcoin mining operation. I told you, people, the Bitcoin volcano is real. The country of El Salvador is tapping into abundant natural resources to create volcano energy. That should have been Bear's title of the show today. According to a press release sent to Bitcoin Magazine, Sterling Group, Yeah, they're not shills at all. The aim is to position the country as a major global player in the Bitcoin mining industry, while promoting energy competitiveness, diversification, and geographic expansion for the Bitcoin network. What the hell does any of that mean? That's a bunch of gobbledygook. Adopting a debt-free approach, El Salvador plans to construct a 241 megawatt renewable power generation park in the Metapalan region, combining solar and wind projects. What could go wrong? This project is a transformative journey that will establish one of the world's largest Bitcoin mining farms, located in the man, oh man, people. Bear's tongue sometimes, but Bear trying to speak not only English but Espanol, maybe with a little bit of dyslexia in there. When he sees L and then SHI and then a T in there as well, his mind goes one way. But Bear, the professional out here, the radio broadcasting professional that he is, El Shiste. El Shiste? El Shiste. El Shiste. Not what you people are thinking. Get that out of your dirty minds, people. In the El Shiste hamlet within the municipality of Metapon, Santa Ana. This chosen site boasts exceptional solar and wind energy yields in the country. Except for at night, or when it's not windy, or, when there's hurricanes. Other than that, yeah, great. The park will have a capacity of 169 megawatts of photovoltaic solar energy and 72 megawatts of wind energy. Yeah, let's cut down this entire virgin rainforest and put up a whole bunch of solar panels and wind farms. That's saving the environment, people. The initial computational power is expected to surpass 1.3, I don't know what that means, marking a significant milestone for the country and the industry. The release stated the total commitment for the project is $1 billion, beginning with the first investment of $250 million. Bootstrapped by key Bitcoin industry leaders, with collaboration from top developers and manufacturers of renewable energy technology, as well as Bitcoin mining experts on the global scale. The government of El Salvador will play a crucial role in the planning and execution of the initiative, securing a preferred participation equivalent of 23% of the revenue. The remaining ownership will be divided among investors and reinvested in expanding energy production capacity and advanced Bitcoin mining. Or they could just steal it all. They could just rug pull everything and steal everything. 50-50 on that one. 50-50. P-Money corrects Barry, says yes, Power Glove was Nintendo, the original one. I had one, it hardly ever worked, and I kept saving my allowance to get it. Yeah, it was a POS. Like, you could have the controller in your hand, or you could have one hand trying to do the controller, and it's like, okay, but I need the other hand to be able to do, press A and B or whatever. And it's like, I don't know. Never. Bear had the Super Nintendo. Couldn't tell you. So that is how we fill up our cars in the future. Volcano Energy Station. Fill up your car for $5 a gallon. EH has just made up letters to look smart. I built a Johnson AJ55. It's so much better than the AJ54. I have no idea what you're talking about. Let's see. Blah, 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 by leveraging volcano energy, El Salvador aims to create a prosperous future driven by sustainable energy and Bitcoin. Then why are all your people leaving the country and coming to the United States? Illegally. As the country's investment progress of volcanoes could serve as the backbone for this transformation, fostering economic growth and prosperity for future generations. In the past, they would just throw the virgin into the volcano. Now they just throw money. They just throw money into the volcano. The establishment of renewable power generation park signifies a large step towards achieving these goals while cementing El Salvador's position in the global Bitcoin mining industry. El Salvador. El Salvador. Yes, indeed. Maybe take care of your MS-13 problem first, and then maybe you could do your Bitcoin mining industry. Maybe. There you go. So if you've ever heard Bear talk about throwing people into the Bitcoin volcano, this is what he should just say volcano energy from now on, because throwing people into a volcano might get Bear put on a list somewhere. Let's say volcano energy instead. Volcanoes work best when you throw communists into them, or helicopters throwing them out. Either or there. All right. Yes, indeed. Moving to our local news story. Where is this? York County, South Carolina, people. And this is from the Sheriff's Office press release. A Sharon, South Carolina man? Question mark? Arrested after he robbed a store using a spray-painted, speaking of which P money, spray-painted Nintendo Duck Hunt game pistol. David Joseph D'Alessandro, 25, was quickly apprehended after he presented a gun and robbed the Sharon Quick Stop convenience store on York Street. The incident took place at 5:45 p.m. on May 30th, when witnesses tell deputies a person came into the store wearing a mask, a wig, and a hoodie, a sweatshirt. That's a wig? The person showed the clerk the fake gun and the waistband of his pants and then demanded money from the register. Approximately $300 was taken from the clerk. Deputies located D'Alessandro in the parking lot of a Dollar General down the street. He was having a time there, wasn't he? Deputies found the duck hunt pistol in D'Alessandro's pants. He, question mark, was arrested and booked in the York County Detention Center. And there is the offending duck hunt pistol out there. I thought they were gray. Maybe he spray painted it or something like that. Bear seems to remember they were like gray or something. There you go. There's the mugshot. I want you to look for a man, maybe a woman. I'm not really sure, with blue hair, with a duck hunt pistol out there. There you go. There you go. The face of duck hunt robbery. They should have used the power glove to rob. It would have been more successful. There you go. Or maybe both. You know, have the pistol in one hand and the glove in the other. And they give you any grief, you say, talk to the glove. Talk to the glove. There you go. That is. That will be the sweetest bee on cell block D out there. Yes, indeed. Bear also has another local crime story out there. I'm not sure if... Should we do this one? What the hell? Why not? Kick 'em while they're down, Bear says. New York City's drug-themed vending machine cleaned out of crack pipes overnight. I said they should restock. New York Post and, Gregory Roberts. Carl Campaign. George Fitzgibbon. Pick one. City officials' new drug-themed vending machine was a huge hit with local addicts, who wasted no time cleaning it out, but overnight, as they stocked up on its free people crack pipes, a lip balm and Narcan. Yes, I love it, drug user Evelyn Williams told the Post while standing at the, quote, public health vending machine in Brownsville, Brooklyn on Tuesday. They put it in yesterday, and it's empty already. By 1 p.m., a drug prevention program worker was starting to restock the machine with more drug test strips, Narcan, and condoms. Okay, predicting the vending machine could need to be refilled maybe twice a day, depending on which items go quite quickly. We've had a lot of addicts and heroin users over here, Williams said. They should restock it immediately. There's the vending machine right there. Self-described self-described crack smoker Mishoni Kalape, 56, had walked around with the second-to-last product in the vending machine, a fentanyl test strip around 11 a.m. Holy cow, that is waking up early. Gotta greet the day, I suppose. While sniffing the glass used for the free pipes might not be up to her apparently complex standards. I like the Prylex because it's a little thicker, she says. Also lamenting that you can't even sell that vending machine stuff because the programs give you all that stuff for free already. The discriminating crack smoker vending machine patron out there. Just the free crack pipes just aren't up to her standards. The crack pipes are a little too thin now, she explained. Who said she had, 6 children and 9 grandchildren. And every time I pull on one of the newer ones, it was burning my lips. I was like, oh, hell no. I like my lips too much for this. I do my little crack here. Just a little crack. Just a little crack here and there at 11 in the morning on a Tuesday. Capital says, I smoke my pipe and I smoke weed. I don't lace none of my stuff with stuff. That makes sense. She then held up her fentanyl test strip and said while laughing, I'm trying to get high, not die, before dancing off down the street. Dancing. Another man who rode by. The depleted vending machine on a bicycle simply gave a thumbs up to the reporter and shouted, yeah, yeah. Elaine Quasheen, the drug prevention worker, had not replenished the vending machine supply of pipes by late afternoon, although he restocked some of its other products. We got a lot of positive feedback from some individuals that actually used the machine, and I think they were pleased to know that the items were actually free. He said, so with that being said, we had an idea that a lot of sections would go very quickly. Happy that it did. At one point, a resident stopped to grab one of the fentanyl testing strips that was being replenished. I want to make sure the ain't fentanyl before I use it, he said. I want to test and buy first so I know what it is. That is the discriminating crack smoker. The machine was installed in the drug-infested neighborhood on Monday, in the first of 4 new contraptions set to provide a slew of drug-themed items to the community. Gratis, including drug-smoking kits, complete with pipes, mouthpieces, and lip balm, the overdose reverse drug Narcan, and fentanyl detecting strips, as well as various odd items, such as condoms, tampons. Yeah, you got to get off of the nicotine, people. We got rid of all of the cigarette vending machines so we could bring in, for the people, free crack pipes. Free crack pipes. People just have to punch in a zip code to access the free drug supplies. Well, there you go. They're all sold out, though. They're all sold out. B-My says, man, I could buy a Coca-Cola. Hey, there's a vending machine over there. Excuse me. Sure is this machine filled with Coke? The mayor responds, absolutely. Best Coke you can get. What a terrible world when we can't even get our crack pipes right, says B-My. That's true. If you're getting it for free. Actually, I'm still surprised the vending machine is still there. Would have assumed somebody would have lifted it up off of its feet and taking it away. And, I don't know, do they have recycling plants around there? Just take it to the recycling plants and get a couple bucks for your habit there. It really makes you want to lose faith in humanity, says Grant. And there you go. Beer was a little iffy. He didn't know whether or not to do the story or not. They're very, very proud of their vending machines with crack pipes. Out there, people. That's where we're headed. And all these crazy people are headed down to Florida. It's like, no, we need to put up we need to blow the bridges. You just go ahead and blow the bridges and then just put in the National Guard right there at the border of Georgia. There you go. Wait a minute. If we can deport illegal migrants to Martha's Vineyard, can we deport New Yorkers that are fleeing, coming down to? Can we deport them back? Hey, you cross state lines. That's not legal. You need to go back. There. That's the thought. That is the thought. All right. Anyways, people, enough of this jibber jabber. Hate to put it on a down note here. So let's talk about some comics, people. Let's talk about some great comics out there, including, for crying out loud, one of these days, professional show, yada yada yada. Find it here. Where are we? There we go. All right. Let's see. Where am I? What the hell? Come on, man. Do the thing with the thing. There we are. From Grant. I need to make this transition from crack vending machines to Graham Nolan out here. But from Graham Nolan and the ghost of Matecumbe update week 25. Good morning, Ghoul Gang. Well, it's in the evening, but that's right. Progress continues on this amazing story. I'm currently working on pages 32 and 33, which is an amazing double page spread that will be sure to knock your sock. Bear does not wear socks. How dare you, sir? I've been working on it for 3 days now. You can't put that kind of quality time into a mainstream book. And he says, here's a cool sequential page I shared a while back, now in color. Actually, we can look at it. Take this out. Let me find it here. Sorry, people. You've got the, oops, not that one. You've got the black and white version, which I need to go back and look. I hope he does a black and white version of this, because it looks pretty good. But anyways, there is the color. Looks pretty good there. No dialogue, so I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know why he's doing his best Superman impression there, but there you go. But no, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I like how Grant kind of keeps up the updates here. Kind of keeps everybody in. Sometimes people are like, oh, I can't show this page because it might spoil everything. It's like, we've already bought the book. I mean, it's fine. I mean, don't spoil major, transitions and, oh my God, it's my baby after all. That's, that's fine. I mean, don't spoil that. But, hey, just pages without any dialogue, that's fine. We can get away with some of that. Yes, indeed. Right. So if my socks stay on my feet after I read it, can I sue? Asked P Money. I don't know. That'd be a good question for the lawyer out there. Let's see, does it say anything else? Oh, he says back to the board or the tablet, as the case may be. Have a great weekend and thank you for your support. Thank you, Grant. Thank you so much. Graham. Why did I say Grant? Getting all turned around, people. Turned around. Yes, indeed. All right, let me do the thing with the thing, because I've actually got some updates here from Shane Davis. I keep trying to Yanzi Lin. Let's just say Yanzi Lin. The merch update. Aisha says, "Hello, backers. We have good news." By the way, it was fun kind of watching him, watching Shane do the was it Street Fighter game last night. That was pretty funny. Kept getting beaten by the end boss there. Never seen that guy before. He had like a umbrella or something. It was kind of odd, but there you go. Anyways. Oh, pardon me. Let's see. Let me bring up the. I forgot to bring up the chat here. Hold on 1 second. Professional show. Yada, 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 yada. Let's see. He says, we should tell all of the Californians that are moving to Florida that Ron DeSantis built a border wall. Yeah. I'd heard that they're trying to arrest old Meatball Ron out there. And it's like, really? Come on. now you're just being stupid. Now it's like, okay, we're going to arrest Trump. We're going to arrest Ron DeSantis. We're going to arrest, I don't know, whoever else is in it. What is it? The Indian Tracy Flick. The fat guy from New Jersey. We're just going to arrest everybody. I don't know. Is that Fetterman? Asked Grant. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Let's see. Let me go back. Freaking A, man. Let's see. Where were we? Where was this? Let's see. What was he saying? He's attacking the woman in the comic, I assume, because he voted Fran Drescher for union president. It's true. It's true. Anyway, let me go back because we had some stuff here from Shane Davis. Shane, I'm so trying hard not to say shaved anus. Hello, backers. We have some good news on the progress of the merchandise from Glorious Rex 2. Over half of the hats and shirts have arrived. We're just waiting on the remaining 3 items before we begin fulfillment process for all of the merchandise orders. There you go. Oh, you got a lunchbox. Pretty cool. I like the beanie. That's pretty cool. For all merchandise backers, this is your final chance to update your shipping address, as we will be locking your orders shortly before fulfillment begins. You will not be able to change your address after that. Later this year, we'll be launching the campaign for Ascend Level Up, both on Indiegogo and the website. The only way to get access to the secret tiers, she says, I should say, with an exclusive trading card and a discount is to be signed up on our pre-launch page right there. So go check that out. God, I hope it's not being shadow banned. Crying out loud. Actually, I'll do. Well, let's see. I hope it'll do it. Let's see. Copy. Let's see if it does it in here. I'm not sure if it will or not. Of course, it gives the frickin' email thing. For crying out loud, I don't want to do that. Way too long, it wouldn't work. Anyways, Beer will try to find the link to that. Get it to you good people. I'll try and leave it in the description. Great to see Amy here. Great to see Amy. You missed our great dog with the longest tongue in the world story. That was tailor made for Amy. And Bear assumes Melissa as well. And Fran Drescher. We missed Fran Drescher. Missed her. Poor lady. Let's see. He goes on. He says, this week we'll be revealing the first of 4 artists for the supplemental book Ascend Respawn. So you don't want to miss out on this news. Thank you for your continued support and stay tuned for more updates from us at 9 Lives Comics real soon. Rawr! Rawr, he announces. There we go. So there's all the shirts. It'd be nice if they actually had the, maybe they do, but the lunchbox cover there on a shirt. That would look pretty good. I think that would look pretty good. Amy, you don't want to know. You don't want to know what's going on with Fran Drescher. Out there. Anywho, let's see. What else do I have? I've got something else here, including from Awesome Aaron. Awesome Aaron out here. Let's bring it up. He has. Come on, man. There we go. The Wraith of God Blood Hunters. Hi, everyone. Hi, Aaron. How are you? I just finished drawing the nightclub backup story that appears in Wraith of God Blood Hunters. Now I'm moving on to the last 11 pages of the Garbage Man. A backup story. And then the 7 pages of the Kid Carter. If my math is correct, 18 pages to go. I was told there wasn't going to be math here, Aaron. Before the book is finished, also the second wave of Keone Werewolf shirts shipped out last week. If you're in the U.S., you should have already had your shirt, or be getting it any a day now. So there you go. There you go. He's got some nice artwork here. If you were in the U.S., you should. Oh, I already read that. If you backed the Wraith of God #1 second printing campaign, those books should be in my possession on Friday. We will begin shipping those out next week. We're getting near. By the way, please go check out Wraith of God. Very good book out there. We're getting near to the end of this particular journey, and things are getting exciting, he says. Thank you so much for your continued support of this and our upcoming projects. There you go. Some nice stuff there. Again, I kind of wish that this would just be a black. I'm assuming they're going to do colors, but yeah, just keep some of the nice line work here. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good, Aaron. Looking pretty good. Let's see. Bear also warned us, Amy, not to trust vending machines in the future, especially in New York. Especially in the New York area. Can the dog lick his owner on the face without getting up from the sofa? Probably. Let me go back to it. Let me find it here. Let's do the thing with the thing. No, not that. Crying it loud. There he is. Or I should say she. I apologize. Misgendered a dog out there. She is a good girl. A good girl with a 5-inch long tongue? There you go. So maybe you could stay on the couch and lick the guy that's walking into the front door there. I'm sure that would reach. Let's see. Oh my gosh, are the vending machines stealing quarters? More than you? No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. P-Mike says, just trust us, Amy. Pay real good attention to what vending machines you put your quarters into. Or vending machines that are free, apparently. So there you go. Yeah, there you go. There is the world record holder doggy out there. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, did I have one more? I did have one more, people. Bear had one more left. All right, let me get to it here. With the thing. There's Aaron's great artwork there. But Bear is going to one of the, if not the most cursed campaigns of all time. And I'm including Critias's book in there with that. From Shed Brooks, a big update video. We're locked in. Well, somebody help him out. He's locked in. He didn't lock arms with Fran Drescher, did he? For crying out loud. Full update video can be seen here. Why do they do this? Why can't you just put like the top 3 or 5 things that you have in your video there and just, put them out here so people don't have to spend 10 minutes to watch your video that they only had 5 minutes to watch before they had to go online. The deposite, that must be an Australian. The deposite has been paid, and we're locked into print, mates. I'll be sure to watch the video to get all the information. Rocky! I mean, you can imagine him saying that, right? Bear only caught like a couple minutes of it, but essentially they had a hard time with these leather-bound books. The printer that they were going with, I don't know, had a shootout with the police or something, who knows. So they're not going through that book publisher, they're going through a different one. So they had to like redo a whole bunch of that stuff to get the leather-bound books taken care of, which by all appearances looks to be a great book out there. But my thing would be, well, why not just go ahead and get locked in for your regular books out there, the non-leather-bound versions. Get those out there, get those printed, get those out to the fans. And then once the leather bound comes in, Just do those. Just do those as a separate shipping. I don't know. I don't know shipping costs and all that stuff, especially from Australia. Crikey, it might be a little high if you do it, in 2 stages or something. But yeah. Anyways, the leather-bound book looking pretty good with all of the what was it, the embossing and debossing and bossing and the I don't know what you call that. The sort of imprints in the book there around the edge there with the I don't know what you'd call it. It's not I guess leaf look, I suppose there. And then of course they have the character there, the Mike Miller drawn character there that they actually have to like physically stick on. So yeah, a bunch of work that they have to do just for the leather bound book. So it sounds like they got their deposite in, so that's going to pay for about half of their cost there, so they can get the printer up and running there. Don't know how. He may have mentioned it at the end of the video. Bear didn't get to the end of the video there, but looking up. I think Shadow was supposed to be out like end of last year, first part of this year, maybe towards the springtime, and it kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. So we will see. We will see whenever that comes in. But there you go. There you go. Shad M. Brooks books. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. There you are. There he is. Crikey, mate. I even put on a jacket this time. Aye. Let's see. The sword blocks the word shadow of the what? Conqueror. Shadow of the Conqueror. Really, he isn't crediting the artist. Well, there were 2 different books. So there was just the regular book part of it, and then there was the comic adaptation. Both of them were going to come leather bound. They were really limited amount. Gosh, they weren't cheap at all, like $200 or something like that for the book. So this may be the cover for the novel, and then maybe they might have a Shad M. Brooks and Mike Miller on the graphic novel. Bear doesn't know. I need to go back and take a look at that. But there you go. There you go. Shadow of the Conquistadors. Shadow of the Constables. Shadow of the Constipated. I don't know. Anyway, so there you go. Big update video. You can check that out. Actually, let me do the thing with the thing. Copy. And paste. Oh, for crying out loud, Indiegogo. Anyways, look up Shad Brooks there on YouTube. And I'm sure you can find it. Find it there. Shadiversity? I think it's called Shadiversity if Bear's not mistaken. So there you go. You can check that out. Very happy you finally got rid of the guy that was I don't know, printing books and running drugs or something. I have no idea, but some sort of personal issue was going on there. I'm like, man, that could be a book. That could be the book. The printer that's in way too deep. That'd make an interesting book. Anywho, that is all. That is all. That is all of the campaign updates, people. Can you believe that? Can you believe it, people? That's a good dog there. That is a good dog. All right, where is Bear to do the thing with the thing? There we go. There we are. There we are. What does Conan's little brother do? Asked Amy. Well, this ought to be good. I don't know, Amy. What does Conan's little brother do? Then you gotta wait. You gotta wait for like 30 seconds. I don't know. Well, we are all in suspense here. We are all in suspense. And we'll find out momentarily what Conan's little brother does. P. says, I wonder if Mike is getting paid by Shad in Bitcoin. I don't know. Is Shad very big into Bitcoin? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't have any idea. Don't have any idea. Last I saw, Bitcoin was doing okay, and then it went down again. So that is the life of a Bitcoin hodl out there. let's see. Is he a librarian? Asked Grant. Is he an antiquarian? I need to get a bigger. Beer needs glasses for crying out loud. Antiquarian? Antiquarian, possibly? Let's see. Amy says, ye old marketing. Ye old marketing. I don't know, Amy. Beer has no idea what Conan's little brother. It's not Danny DeVito, is it? It's not Danny DeVito. That's literally his little brother. Literally. All right. Bear was going to make mention. I really had nothing to comment, but they had D-Day the other day. The anniversary of D-Day. That would have been June 6th, back in 1944 it was. 44 out there. So D-Day, so the theme was D-Day plus one. Didn't really have much commentary to it. Just happened to notice there wasn't a whole lot of mention out there of D-Day and what that went through. So I just wanted to make very quick mention of all that, of all the folks that either died or were injured that day. What a crazy time there. So, anyways, D-Day plus one, heading into France. Headed into France out there. P-Money, I gotta go. Have a good night, everyone. Take care, P-Money. Glad you were here. Actually, Bear needs to probably go ahead and wrap things up here as well. Let me go ahead and do the thing here. I want to thank P-Money, of course, Grant as well, Amy, and Melissa. I'm sure she's out there as well listening in. Gave a nice comment to Bear's alternate channel out there. Alternate channels. Let me post that here. You want to check out. If you ever miss a segment or anything like that, you can always check out Bear's archive channel. Go check it out. Give Bear a thumbs up. He would appreciate it. There you go. So, anyways, thank you, Melissa, for commenting there. Let's see. Want to thank. I think I got everybody, including our Russian bots, and as always, the lurkers as well. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Grant got his streams mixed up and missed Edwin's, but you know what? You're here with Bear, and that's a good thing. That is a good thing. Yes, indeed. Thank you for thinking of us, Grant, says Amy. Thank you. All right, people. Well, you know what? All of this talk, I don't know. How does Edwin's stream make Bear hungry? I don't know. I don't know. Don't have a clue. Either way, it's made Bear hungry. So he's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people, grrr.